live. Welcome to another episode of the show, everybody. We are live. It is episode, 112. Episode 112. We are live on Rumble. We are live on Twitch. And we are live on YouTube. Team Green, Team Purple, and Team Red. Drop a like wherever you're at. Hope you're having a happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, everybody. We did a test stream earlier. And yeah, now we're hopping on to do our episode. So, it is what it is, huh? It is what it is. And yeah, honestly, I said it. Everyone who watched the test episode, you know, you already heard me say it, but I'm gonna say it for this official episode 112. Man, this app has turned into trash. Someone who's been on YouTube putting up stuff for nearly 10 years. It's TikTok 2.0. No content creators, no creativity, no originality. People don't even try. And yeah, look at the numbers. We did an hour vertical mobile live stream. Nearly 30,000 views, over 100 likes. And the very next day at the same time, we did an hour mobile horizontal live stream. All you do is just turn 90 degrees, 190 degrees. That's how the algorithm works. It's 90 degrees of separation. The 1 hour mobile horizontal stream. Compared to 30,000 views, we're looking at 28 views. And a peak viewership of like 15. Mobile vertical stream had a peak viewership of over 300. And yeah, the environment's a lot different. You get all the, I don't know. Half the people found us through the mobile vertical though, so. Why am I drinking out of this bottle? Yeah, I just pour the bottle of water into the mug. It's just for the show. It's for the show, everybody! Alright. We're actually gonna switch up the order of the program this evening. Or afternoon. We're gonna do the mini first. We're gonna do recent orders. Let me get them. Let me shout out some names here. We got Tyler in Virginia Beach, getting a matcha bowl. We got Carlos Cruz in Santa Barbara, California. We got an Etsy order that's a gift, so I don't know where it's going, but it's going to Ruth. Shout out to Ruth. Eddie Davis in Hudson, Illinois. Kirsten in Three Forks, Montana. This is a good order, guys. 3 7-inch hanging planters. Triple melt swamp juice and purple quartz. That's a nice collection. Ariel and a couple more here. Abigail, Alex in Seattle, Washington. Andrea in Charleston, and Abby in Chicago, Illinois. Some of the most recent orders. Most recent subscribers, Ajan Khan. I remember Ajan from the stream the other day. We got, let's see, Juliana Tails, Sada, Stephanie's Ponytail, okay, Maddie's Admire, Caitlin B, Elise Ortiz, Joe DeGroat, Blue, and Kafer Fast. Okay, so shout out to the most recent subscribers, most recent orders. Episode 112, happy Tuesday. Yeah, and we're gonna do a few hours of pottery. But first, we're gonna hop into the mini challenge since we're already kind of halfway through our day here. And let's do it. I'm gonna need everyone's help. Shout out to Brandon. Brandon said 28. Yeah. Well, it was anyone. It would have been anyone who is actually subscribed to the channel.
Oh, we got like a notification.
Right. So if it's like we just go, I don't know. So yeah, I actually prefer it, making content for people who enjoy it instead of just being in a pool.
Yeah.
All right, let me close this. Cut this.
Hello again, everybody.
Okay, so first things first, I'm gonna do the mini crossword.
No help from the audience.
No help, but you guys will have to solve the Wordle and connections. It's on you. And if Brandon's the only one here, he's gonna have to do it, or it'll be Jess. All right, so
It's gonna be Brandon.
you know the rules: 5 minutes, or I don't care, and if I lose, my day is ruined. Where's my timer? Boom, one across. One of 3 primary ingredients in sponge cake. Sponge cake. I don't really know too much about sponge cake. It'd be like butter, flour, none of those things fit in there. Sponge cake ingredient number 2. I'm gonna go flour. I don't know what's in sponge cake actually. Lower body exercise with 1 foot stretched forward and 1 back. This one's for Jessica, I think. First, stringers. Towel cloth material.
Cloth material. Alright.
Key just above D is E. Is it all E's? What? Oh,
my gosh.
did I miss something here too? What's the deal with this connection here? There's some connection
All
between this.
3.
All right, so here's 4 crosses. Ingredient number 4. Okay. I think this might be eggs.
Oh.
And
Yeah.
because the key above D is E. All right, I'm gonna go 2 down. Butt muscle and formerly glute. One who's completely toast. A goner. I know someone like that.
What?
I know someone like that. 4 down. Sponge cake ingredient number 4. Could it be sugar?
Maybe.
Blank Martin. A brand of cognac. I don't know. All right, this is definitely flour.
Nice.
Lower body, a lunge. Everybody do some lunges.
Lunges.
First, stringers.
Towel cloth material. What's 6 down? Oh, this one?
Eight across. First stringers. I don't really know what that is. 4, 6. Blank Martin, a brand of cognac. I don't know that. And towel cloth material. And it's pretty sure the rest of my things are right here. So I'm not sure. Let's see. I don't know what key above D is. I'm looking at a keyboard. It's not cheating. The key above D is an E.
Can I ask some questions?
Can you ask? Go. You can ask some questions.
Key above D, maybe in music? What's like a D chord? Key above D, I don't know. Another
Okay.
question is, for stringers also baseball or music?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Let's see. I got a minute left, so I'm looking like it's toast, pretty much. After 5 minutes, I don't really care. I get to this level right here where it's like, okay, I don't know these freaking things. So, key above D. What's the keys? E, F, L. No, I'm I think I got everything else right here. I just don't know this brand of cognac. Anyone in the chat? Terry cloth? Okay.
Okay.
Barbie's going terry cloth.
Alright.
And then
Flat.
Adercross is first stringers. We have something. E flat. Okay, E flat.
That's TRX.
And first stringers, A team.
Yeah? And then the other one was Remy. Remy Martin.
Where's the applause? All right, you guys helped me through that. Thank you very much. Let me see what I didn't know here. So the key above D is E flat.
I didn't know that.
There's ingredients in sponge cake, eggs, flour, and sugar. I think those might be the only ingredients too. Lunge, just did some lunges this morning. The A team, terry cloth. So I didn't know Remy Martin. I guess that kind of sounds familiar now. But all right, time for the other one. Thank you guys for that. Let's turn the timer off. We can chill. Now we're gonna do the Wordle. And I need a guess. First person to put a guess in the chat gets it. First guess I see.
Oh, they play the Wordle? I'm gonna get the bingo.
Now I am gonna say I played the Wordle earlier, guys. Okay. I'm not gonna give you any hints though. I actually don't even really remember what it is. Okay. First one I see was dimes. Dimes, like dropping dimes. Here we go. Whoa. Whoa. Second one was split. We can try split. Actually, no. SPL. No, well, we know where the M is. We know where the M is for sure. Newts. That's a good one. I'll try newts. Should we try newts or should we try one where the M is? Let's try newts. We can try to get some information maybe. I'm not sure. Mike said trash. Let's try to go for, I mean, what do you guys think? We can clear the board if we put some other guesses, or we try to lock it in early. Take a guess with it's gonna be a 5-letter word. It's gonna have a D and an I, but they're not in the right place. But the M is in the right place. Jessica's welcome to guess as well.
Alright, let's see.
Ahmad. I don't know that word, but shoot. No, not in the word list.
Humid. I like that one.
Humid. Okay. Oh, that's a good one.
That's a really good guess.
All right, let's see. Brandon's gonna get this one today, maybe.
Ooh, okay, so we know the D has to be the second letter.
Okay.
That's weird. Huh? Oh no. Yeah.
Yeah, the D is definitely the second letter. So it's blank D M I blank.
It's gotta be like, starts with a vowel maybe.
I actually don't.
Admit? How do you spell admit?
Too many
A-D-M-I-T, no? Okay.
too many letters. All right, let's try it. We'll wait for some guesses in the chat here. Take your time, people. We'll be here all day, or at least the next few hours. Lambs. Ooh. We are, well, can't be lambs. Admit. Can that fit? Maybe I was wrong. Admit. Yeah, I mean, I thought it was too many letters. Admit.
Homid.
Ooh.
Oh my god. Admin. Is that the only option that we have? Is admin?
Well, let's see. We know it's these letters. A, N. Where's my thing? A. N or no ADNMI. Admir? No. Admin is definitely a word.
We got two.
People are going admin.
3 admin. I say admin too.
All right.
Nice.
You guys get the applause as well. Congratulations. Shout out to Brandon with the first, and that's a good guess to get that information on the first word. One more for the triple threat.
Yeah.
Now we're all playing this one together.
All right, 4 in a category. So 4 of these have to match up into some category that we don't know.
Yeah. Groups of 4, there's 4 connections, and then you only have 4 chances, so 4 mistakes, and then you lose. So here we go. Let's read the words out. Showboat, tennis, ID, witchcraft, friendship, self-care, hunky-dory, posture. This is all related, huh? It's always related, isn't it?
Posture.
Fix your posture.
Fix your posture right now.
All right, let's do it. Everyone,
put your shoulders back where they're supposed to be.
correct myself.
Both of us were slouching hard, huh?
Posture, okay. Law, fine. Charm, grandstand, swell, medicine, and swagger. Okay. Those are the words we got.
Nice, alright. I like hunky-dory. Why is that such a good word?
Hunky-dory, everything's hunky-dory.
Everything's okay. Everything's fine. Everything's hunky-dory.
Okay.
Everything is swell.
Alright. Alright.
Boom. Alright.
We gotta let the chat play this, though.
Right, I'm sorry. Guys.
Friendship, self-care, showboat, posture. Okay. Okay. I think I see one.
We got Leah's guess here.
Swagger, charm, showboat, grand. That's exactly what I was just looking at.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
To showboat,
Yeah.
to grandstand,
To charm.
to charm, and to posture.
Not posture.
Not posture.
Swagger.
Swagger. It's either gonna be posture or swagger. Let's see. No.
Ooh,
Let's
you
try
gonna
this one.
Posture?
Maybe. I think it is. No, that's bad, huh?
Nice.
All right, that's
Okay,
not good.
okay,
That's
okay.
not good.
So to grandstand, to showboat, to charm.
Okay, so this combination. Let me try to do the math here. I can't like really ever wrap my head around this game. So we tried this and it was 1 away, and then we tried this and it was 1 away.
Which means, yeah.
So
This is wrong.
which one's wrong?
Swagger.
Swagger was wrong.
I think so. So what would be
I'm not sure actually.
maybe?
All right, maybe we'll try to move on. That was not good though. That was my kind of call right there.
I like Mandy's suggestion: self-care, medicine, ways to care for yourself.
Okay, what is it?
Self-care, medicine, and it said posture.
Is there 4?
Let's see.
Could be something there though. All right, let's look at our options here before we get too deep into something here. Law, ID. I'm gonna do a quick shuffle too.
Oh, what?
No, maybe I'd keep it there. Sometimes I like to hit the shuffle.
Yeah, do whatever.
Witchcraft. Tennis is such an odd one too.
Tennis table.
Tennis table.
I don't know. I'm just trying to just think of that.
Get rid of showboat, posture, and swagger.
So what's the new? Just posture, swagger. I mean, a swagger.
We're gonna get through this, guys.
Law, friendship, witchcraft, tennis. What is the category there?
Yeah, what's the connection?
What's the connection?
Law, friendship, witchcraft, tennis.
Tennis, showboat.
Tennis, showboat, swagger.
What's the
Tennis could be another word that's related to like showboat or.
friendship, showboat,
gonna hit the shuffle. I mean, it doesn't change any words or anything. It just moves them around, so it kind of like helps you maybe look at it a little bit differently. Brandon doesn't like the game.
This game is cool because it challenges you.
It's definitely my least favorite.
All right. So I think something like.
What was this even? I don't know what that word is. Witchcraft, medicine, self-care. Okay.
Witchcraft, medicine, self-care, and what if it's like witchcraft, a charm,
Manny said you practice them.
Oh, practice what?
You practice witchcraft.
law.
You practice medicine. Yeah.
Yeah. Try. Yeah, that's a good guess.
Things that you practice: witchcraft, medicine, law, and what was it?
Tennis.
Tennis.
But don't hit enter because I feel like instead of witchcraft, it's self-care.
Practice self-care. Dang. Well, we're here, so we're going for it.
Go for it.
Is it one away? Okay.
You only have one more mistake.
Self-care?
No. Wow, you got it though. All
right. We don't have any more mistakes remaining.
This has to work.
Luckily, the easier ones apparently are supposed to be
Left.
the purple one's the most difficult level.
Wow.
All right, so that was close. Good job, everybody.
Jeez. Okay, so wait, an ID, a charm, tennis.
It could be. I mean, did anything take anything away? Swagger, postures, showboat, grandstand. We tried this, right?
If we already did it, it won't take it out of submission. Because they already did.
To charm, we did like all the none of them got taken away, huh? All right, well.
See, like a charm bracelet, a friendship bracelet, a tennis bracelet, and an ID bracelet. But it's definitely friendship bracelet, charm bracelet, tennis bracelet. That's gotta be it.
Types of bracelets.
Types of bracelets. And then there's one more bracelet.
Leah said types of bracelets.
Nice, okay.
Friendship, that's a bracelet?
Yeah, a friendship bracelet.
A charm bracelet? A tennis bracelet?
I just don't know about ID bracelet, but Leah did say ID bracelet, and I thought that too.
So I thought that we tried grandstand, swagger, posture, and showboat. We didn't try that?
I don't think we did.
All right, well, we're going to go with types of bracelets. Is ID bracelet a thing?
I don't know if ID bracelet is a thing. Does anybody out there know? Or because I can't see showboat bracelet, grandstand bracelet. Leah said yes.
Okay, we're going for it.
Friendship, charm, tennis.
Boom, am I correct?
Yeah.
ID, friendship, charm, tennis, submit.
Barbie said yes for nice.
Kinds of bracelets. Swagger, grandstand, posture, and showboat.
So that must be like showing off, huh?
Yeah. To be ostentatious.
Wow. Ostentatious.
No, ostentatious.
Ostentatious. Wow, man.
Okay.
Good one.
Triple threat completed. Huge shout out to everybody in the chat who was participating in that.
That was a good one. I like it when like it's really challenging. Sometimes they like throw some stuff in there that you're like, there's no freaking way, like anybody could get that, and that makes
All of
me
us
mad.
coming together, we could easily solve
But,
all these things. All right.
We're on a streak. We've never lost the triple threat, huh?
I lost one time. I lost my mini one time that I can remember. I'm trying to forget about it, and I'm trying not to keep an all-time score, really.
Okay. I'm sorry. I take that back.
And then I will say, well, we can get into all the information, but we're gonna launch into the episode, into our Pottery live stream. Let's
Wanna step outside?
yeah, let's have you step outside of the Pottery van here. Okay. Big shout out to you guys. Happy Tuesday, happy Tuesday. We're gonna get some numbers in the chat. We need numbers in the chat.
Numbers in the chat. Whew. Feels good out here.
Yes, it does. It's a little rainy today, but it's nice.
Indeed. indeed.
And yeah, let's see. Update since the last stream. Well, yeah, we did the stream test. So,
Yes, stream test.
So there you have it. The information's there.
What did we do this weekend, though? We have a new video on our second channel, which we didn't really talk about.
New video on the second channel. What did we do pottery yesterday? Actually,
we threw like 9 tabletop planters yesterday.
Yeah, well, we did a 1 hour live stream. We did 1 hour throwing live stream. But yesterday we did a kiln unload.
Yes.
And packed orders.
Yes, we got a lot of orders out, but I'll tell you what, we packed until we ran out of supplies. So supplies are coming today, and we have a lot more to pack, guys. It's actually kind of intense. But we got it all done. We're working extra hard this week, too, because next week it's going to be a kind of a chill week. Our buddy Tim's coming in. Let's go. So not 100% vacation, but definitely a little vacay. A little fun.
Shout out to everyone in the chat. Leah, Barbie, Mike did say how long you stream this episode.
We're going to go till 8, right?
Yeah, we'll probably go till 8, do our regular routine.
Yeah.
So about 3.5 hours more. We're 30 minutes into the intro.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, so here's where we're at. The kiln is empty, and we have basically no glaze work to put in, and all the stuff that we have is not dry enough to load, and we don't really have that much stuff either.
Yeah, it sucks loading like a half a kiln. So we have probably half a kiln that you guys will be able to see that's behind us in the van. So we're just going to throw our little hearts away.
So we got a lot of throwing to do for sure. So that's what we're going to do for the rest of our day here. Jess is going to hop on the wheel, put in a few hours.
Yeah, man, I got the new list, and
what's the list look like?
It's looking like a lot of bowls. Still a lot of bowls,
How many
guys.
bowls? How many bowls?
Here, let's see. Well, we actually threw extra bowls last week, so
Give me a number, please.
Okay, we're going with 15 bowls.
15 bowls, okay.
And 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 26 whisk holders.
26 whisk holders, okay.
We have to make some additional base plates for our hanging planters. We have to make maybe like 6 or 7 butter bells, V60s,
All right,
and
so,
even more.
Yeah, lots
4-inch
and lots
planters.
of stuff, but that's what we're going to start with. That's what the most recent or the newest, that's where we're at. 10 bowls or 15 bowls, and then a bunch of matcha whisk holders, like 20 something. Okay, that's what we're going to do to start off the stream here. We are live on Rumble, we're live on Twitch, and we are live on YouTube. Drop a like wherever you are. It's episode 112 of our Pottery live stream.
112. Let's go. Double stream day, too. That's pretty cool.
I'm just going to keep fighting the algorithm. And...
Fight.
Yeah, fight.
Yeah.
And, all right, let's hop into the van here.
Let's go.
And before we do that, actually, get a quick update.
Really?
Since we've already accomplished so much in this stream already. Courtesy of Leah. Let's see, where are my coins here?
Coins. Nice.
Mini solved.
Boom.
Nick tells off troll. That happened earlier.
No, you can't include earlier.
Come on.
No way, bro.
Let's see. I gotta go in order so I know what I'm doing here. Shout outs. I'll do shout outs in 1 second.
Numbers in the chat.
Nick makes us go horizontal. It's like the theme of the stream today.
Yeah.
Numbers in the chat. We're gonna do that right now. Jess, actually, drop a number. What's your number, Jess?
10. I'm feeling 10 out of 10 today,
100%.
y'all.
I'm feeling a 10 too.
Definitely.
Drop your numbers in the chat if you feel so inclined. We want to know how you're feeling today. 1 out of 10. How you guys feeling today? Triple challenge completed.
Yeah.
Fix your posture.
Fix our postures right away. All right.
Checking this off every time.
What?
Every time.
Nice.
All right, that's where we're at.
That's freaking awesome.
So, 15 bowls.
I
How long
actually
do you think
weighed
that'll
out. I weighed out clay for V60s, so I didn't look at my list. I just started going. And I know we have this one V60 that needs to get done. So actually, we're gonna start there.
They said love that y'all use the coins. I know, that's pretty cool. Huh?
Yeah, ended up working out
The
perfect.
thing is, you know what we
huh?
gotta do? We gotta get a digital version of
Yes.
the bingo card that we can like randomize, and then that way you don't have to use like waste the paper.
Yeah.
Because I like every piece of paper in this house, like literally,
Yeah.
every little dime gets tracked.
We're gonna get that set up for the next
Yeah.
stream for
But
sure.
these are the coins that just looked crazy. You can't read the logo. So there's no point of us leaving this somewhere. If we wanted to leave this,
It worked out perfect though because we get to use them.
yeah, we did get some good ones though.
Oh yeah, we definitely did.
Where was this? I don't know where that was. I'll have to find it in a second. How long do you think it's gonna take you for 15 bowls?
About an hour.
1 hour. That's the guesstimate.
Usually I can do 10 bowls an hour, so I guess hour and a half.
Okay.
But like I said, I weighed out the V60s first, so that's actually, we're gonna do that because they're already weighed out.
Oh, surprise V60 pop
Sorry.
challenge. How many V60s?
They take longer for sure. I'm gonna say,
How many we doing?
we're gonna do 5.
5 V60s. All
5
right.
V60s.
That's what we're gonna start on.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna kick up the vertical stream as well. Hey, Pat's Pot page with a hot take. Careful
Yeah.
with the butterbell, as it's a copyrighted term. I heard of people.
Pat!
I heard of people being sued over it.
Pat!
I use butter keeper or French butter dish to describe them.
Bro!
Yeah.
Pat, we've
that
talked
lady.
to the Butterbell lady. Screw that lady. So mad about it.
And
We
they
had-
literally come from China. The lady who imports
makes
the
the Butterbells.
butterbells, they're
Oh.
from China.
It is a copyrighted term. Some lady out there copyrighted the words Butterbell.
We basically got the cease and desist.
Yeah. We had a really, really popular Etsy listing for Butterbell, and they made us take it down. Like, they just totally deleted the listing. So, I mean, we created a new one with Butterkeeper, as did, I'm sure, every single person on Etsy, right?
That's what Pat says. I use butter keeper or
Yeah.
French butter dish to describe them.
Yeah.
I got some information for everybody too. Did we get any numbers?
Numbers in the chat?
Hope everyone's having a good day out there.
Aw.
Oh, we did get some. Leah said 9.5 earlier. I guess I
Alright,
asked
alright.
earlier. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh.
I can go back and kind of see. But yeah, hope everyone's having a happy Tuesday. Because we're gonna bring some light into the dark corners, into the darkest shadows of some of the worst platforms.
Oh my gosh. Why am I not able to do this right now?
You did soak the chamois.
But I rang it out. Should be fine.
Leah did say 9.5. Love to hear it.
That's awesome.
SGM said not camping anymore, so guess a 7.
Oh, you went camping already? I literally thought you just said that this morning. It must have been yesterday. How was it?
Yeah, any decent
Bring the wheel out there, the kick wheel? Hook it in a trailer?
seriously.
Oh, did you get your wheel set up, your electric wheel? I saw, we were working, but, oh no, it must have been Sunday, the day we were off. You were putting your wheel together. Muri was like trying to help you out. I think that's the last, thing I saw.
Hey, let's go.
Leah Bobea became a member.
That is really cool.
Leah Bobea celebrates 4 months of membership.
Yeah, anyone who's a
It's
member, you
longer
gotta
than
use your
4 months,
message.
I swear. Eyes emoji. Lol.
Gotta use your message.
Smiley face emoji.
I think you hit like the donate button, and then
It pops up.
somewhere in there you can like say your message. You get like one message a month.
And then we get to shout you out and give you lots of love.
Yeah, huge shout out to Leah. It says member for 4 months.
Woo!
She says it's longer than 4 months, I swear. It might be because the messages are like backed up. I
Oh,
couldn't
true?
tell you. I'm not sure.
Well, what color does your badge turn when you hit 6 months?
6 months is gold.
Gold badge. Yeah, if it like breaks for a month and you refresh, you restart, but there's ever a lapse.
Cutting the music too because it actually kills the vertical mobile or
Oh, you're going vert?
the vertical horizontal or
Oh,
the
yeah.
vertical through streaming software.
It's weird.
I do have some information for you guys today. It is bicycle day.
Bicycle day?
100%.
Wow, that's cool.
Whether riding a bike outdoors or using a stationary bike at home or at the gym or in a spin class, it's shown to improve your overall health and increase increase fitness and provides a lifestyle benefits such as reduced emissions when used for transportation.
I really like biking.
And here's 7 health benefits of cycling regularly. Cardiovascular benefits, joint health, weight management, improved mood. And there's like information about all of this stuff too. Prevention of diabetes, lifestyle benefits, increased muscle strength. Okay.
You should drop that link in the chat.
What, for bicycle day?
Yeah.
If anyone feels so inclined to research 7 good reasons to go bicycling, you can go do that and read about it for hours and hours and hours.
Man, I miss having a bike.
I'd like to get an electric something.
Electric?
Yeah.
I'd like to get a mountain bike and like go on a trail.
Yeah, I'd like to do both.
Yeah.
But you can do it with the electric, you know?
Yeah, you're right. Electric's cool for sure.
All right, it's also National Egg Day.
What? It is?
National Egg Day falls on June 3rd. It's the perfect time to crack one.
Does it say that or did you say that?
That's what it says.
That's so funny.
To celebrate this food holiday, eggs are a nutrient-rich food that has gone back and forth with science and nutritionists over the decades.
What is your guys' favorite way to cook your eggs, to eat your eggs? Nick first.
Oh man, poached.
Poached. That's
It's so
such a
hard,
good
though.
way.
I'm really hard at doing favorites because there's just so many pros and cons of everything. You know what? Best way, if you just have the sunny side up and you
The
go
dippy?
bacon dip into the yolk.
Oh my god.
That's pretty much like the best way, but poached is incredible. I'll go omelets are good, dude. Come on.
Everything.
I could name every single way. Scrambled,
I gotta know everybody's.
can't go wrong with it.
Oh my god. I actually think
Egg
omelet
salad?
is my least favorite.
No, you haven't had a good omelet.
Cause scrambled, I guess I haven't had a good omelet. I just like, frittata? Dude. Quiche? Man.
It says eggs are an excellent source of protein and vitamin D. And here's 5 excellent facts. About
Nice.
100 billion eggs are produced by American egg farms each year.
Wow. That's crazy.
100 billion eggs in American egg farms each year. Number 2. Fresh eggs are hard to peel.
Yes, I heard that actually.
The average American consumes about 285 eggs a year.
What?
The average American consumes about 285 eggs a year.
That's more than, okay. Wow. That's pretty intense.
Eggshells can have more than 70,000 pores.
Ew.
And last but not least, storing eggs upside down makes them last longer.
Is that true?
And here's the best
That's
way.
a fact.
That's what it says. That's what the robots on the internet are telling me.
Wow. I'm gonna flip all my eggs in the...
Go flip your eggs,
They're all
guys.
getting flipped.
Enjoy eggs for breakfast. How about an egg sandwich for lunch? What's your favorite way to enjoy an egg? Share it and use National Egg Day.
Hashtag National Egg Day. Anybody say anything in the chat? Like, how you guys feel
Yeah,
about
I'm gonna
eggs,
go back
bro?
and read all the chat. Sorry, guys. Been live for 45 minutes and I have not read chat.
Oh. I think my favorite way is also poached, but sunny side up is second. But you can only have a poached egg if it's like straight like, dude, eggs Benny or a shashuka? Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm gonna go it's like a shakshuka. It's like they poach the eggs inside a tomato, like a red sauce.
I'm going live on the vertical.
All right, I'm gonna pull it up.
Yeah.
All right. Where are we at, y'all?
All right.
Boop, 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 boop. Pull you up over here. Maybe. Be nice.
Get the Google app to figure it out.
No. I don't want to. All right. B60 swirled, number 1. Nice.
All right. As Jim said, went camping last night was a blast. Saw a bunch of falcons and chipmunks.
Chipmunks.
And then
Dude,
when we went to bed about 1 a.m., the coyotes were active.
No way. That sounds scary, actually.
We said coy dogs, but I'm not
Coy
sure if
dogs?
it's coy dogs or if that was a monster.
We straight up saw a bald eagle, yes, on Sunday. Was it Sunday?
What day was that? Yeah, I think
Sunday
it was
morning?
Sunday, yeah. Yeah, we walked out to the lake, saw a bald eagle.
That was crazy. It was huge, actually.
Mike said, bowls are my favorite, but I think the lemon juicer I recreated from your throwing vid is eventually a new fave.
Nice. Let's go. Yeah, it's cool because you can put your own spin on the forms however you want. It's like we like to add the swirled walls and stuff. And the dip in the back for the handle. You don't have to have a handle. You don't have to do any of that stuff.
Mike did say that they can't bike because of medical issues. Never enjoyed it anyway, but impressed by people riding a bike uphill.
Yeah.
SGM said, the electric wheel is back together, but Terry and I found the larger pulley for the belt is warped.
The belt is warped. The larger pulley for the belt. So that's like the actual piece of the wheel is warped? Jeez. That's not good.
He said the pulley for the belt.
The pulley for the belt. I guess I don't know.
Mike said I love egg salad or egg and tomato salad.
Ooh. Egg salad's really... I like egg salad too.
SGM said my buddy has an outdoor projector, so we watched Inglorious Bastards on a big screen.
Oh my god, in the wilderness? What a movie to choose.
He said AI would never lie to you, Jess. Pat said over easy with grits and toast.
Ooh, yum.
Or over easy with corned beef hash and toast.
Wow. That's decadence.
Mike said to keep eggs longer fresh, you can store them in a jar filled with water.
Really?
Prevents oxygen to start the rotting process of the eggs.
We did learn that, like, the longer you keep your eggs, the less nutrients it stores. So you want to eat your eggs kind of as fast as possible to get the most nutrients out of them.
Pat said fresh eggs are not hard to peel if you know how to cook them. Cook them right.
There you go. I know you gotta keep them in the cold water bath, ice water bath.
Pat said that they have laying hens, so they have very fresh eggs.
Very nice. We got Passerby in the vert, and Darian West asked, what is corned beef? It's like...
Corned is the process in which it is cooked, and I believe it's done with salt.
So it's like
Essentially,
salt cured.
Yeah, essentially cured with salt. And that's the corning process. So corned beef is beef that's been cured with salt.
Pastrami is similar though, right?
Yeah,
Is pastrami smoked?
I couldn't tell you. I don't know anything about pastrami.
I know I've had corned beef and pastrami side by side, and I liked pastrami more. But I don't know why. I just remember that experience.
We got the confirmation. SJM said, "Yep, koi dogs."
Gotta look that up. Koi dog. What's a koi dog? A special New York dog.
It's a hybrid coyote and a female dog.
Wow. Okay. Scary for sure.
That said, eggs Benedict
Eggs Benedict.
or Florentine.
Florentine. Yummy. Yeah, I don't know. I think Eggs Benedict is my favorite egg dish. What would you say your favorite egg dish is?
Yeah, if I'm going to brunch, which I
Right.
typically don't do, I don't eat anything in the morning really. Usually don't eat till about I get about hungry. I get hungry about like 1 o'clock. But if I was going to brunch, I'd probably get eggs Benedict.
Darian did say sounds cool for the beef. Passerby said corned beef is tasty. Put it in the slow cooker. Eat it with steamed broccoli, cauliflower, corn on the cob, and a white sauce. Jeez.
I'll be totally honest with you. I don't think I've ever had corned beef
No.
or pastrami.
Or pastrami? Wow.
Darian West subscribed to the channel.
It's definitely a lot. It's like a heavy. If I had the choice between that and turkey, I'd choose turkey, you know? But it's its own thing.
Man, we are 52 minutes into the stream, but we had a long intro there. And we're probably just like 10, 15 minutes into the throwing portion of the stream.
Yeah.
And we're already on the food.
You can't do it.
I could do it all day.
Darian said Pastor has it figured out. He really does, huh? That's awesome.
We got Lydia in the chat.
Hi, Lydia.
Lydia asked, what are the pots in the shelf underneath the on-air sign?
These are planters back here. We threw them yesterday. I'll show off one.
Tig subscribed to
So
the
it's
channel.
one piece with an attached base plate. And what we're gonna do today, later, is add drainage holes right on the inside. And then we're going to trim up the bottom so they're nice, like straight angles. Put a little bevel on it and stamp it. These guys are all planters. I think we have 9 chilling here that we'll address later. Shout out Tiggs for subscribing. Stream Ellen's caught ya.
Also, Darian West. Shout out to Darian West for subbing.
Oh, nice. Let's go, Darian.
Pat said the corned beef is cured with pink salt and then cooked with pickling spices.
Interesting.
And then corned beef hash is shredded corned beef mixed with cubed potatoes.
That does sound good.
Huh?
That sounds good. I like anything with potatoes. How can you go wrong? All right, some swirlies. We're doing 4 swirls.
I tell you what, I'm a meat and potatoes guy, so I haven't had it, but it seems like it would be something I would enjoy.
Darian said, do you sell these? Have you done terracotta? We do sell these. Everything that we're throwing today, it's like from our website where all of our products are made to order. So everybody, whoever places an order, we make it for them. We usually make it here live. We have done terracotta in the past. We have some like high fire red clay right now.
One day, dude, we're gonna have to hop on and do a stream with the red clay.
A red clay stream? Wow, that's fun for sure.
Maybe Thursday. Can we get this place cleaned up and reorganized?
Sure.
It'd be sort of a.
That would be fun.
It'd be a sort of a lot of work.
Well, I'll tell you what, the red clay that we have would be just like for fun because it is high water clay. So we're not going to be able to get it back. High water stopped producing clay. So whatever we make could be really cool and really fun. I think we have like 30 pounds of it. I have to see if it's even workable. That would be really cool. What kind of things would you want to make with it?
I'd like to make
Bonsai?
just bisque pots.
Oh, yeah.
Not for the bonsai though. I like the glaze on the outside of the bonsai. Mike did say to Pat that sounds tasty. Lydia said, this right here is probably my favorite channel to watch live sessions from.
Oh, us? No way.
Lydia said, was that a V60 you just made?
Yes, we are making some V60s. Even though, I'm sorry, I lied. I said we'd start with bowls. It's about 5 V60s that I like just weighed out before the start of the stream. So get these out of the way, and then we'll make some bowls. Darian said, oh, that's sick. I'm telling my wife, she loves terracotta. She loves terracotta plants. Pots for her plants. And he said, didn't spell that right. I don't know how to spell it either, man. Yeah, we can make anything too. So if there's something specific that you want, you just send us an email. You let us know. We'll talk to you about getting it made. Or we love making special things for people. We're in Florida. I don't know wherever you are, but we can ship worldwide. Okay. Cleanthes from Greece in the chat. Good evening to all friends in America. Cleanthes from Greece. Hello.
Huge shout out to Cleanthes.
Seriously. How are you, friend?
Let's see. Mike asked, have you ever worked with porcelain? I heard it's very delicate and difficult to throw.
We have worked with porcelain a couple of times for some custom pieces.
We're gonna be changing clay here in a bit. We talked about it a little bit. It's a pretty crazy situation. Been working with this little loafers for a few years. Made thousands and thousands
Pots.
of pieces, including
Seriously.
over 100 pieces for the Florida State Senate, and pieces in Algeria, Sweden, Canada, eventually Japan, hopefully. And yeah, and the clay's gone. Not gonna have the clay, so it makes those pieces even more special. But we're working with some other clays, and one of them is a semi-porcelain.
Yeah, I'm so interested. I'm really, really excited to there's 2 options that look super promising that our supplier is going to get in. We're going to get some samples probably next week, start testing them out. Super pumped about it. But it is like, it's so sad that it's sad about high water clays. So definitely lots of love out to North Carolina peeps and high water clays here in St. Petersburg, Florida. They've helped us a lot. Good people.
Like I said, are you going to trim down the base of those V60s later on, or do you keep them that thick?
We trim them down. I don't have one chilling here. Actually, I do have one that's already trimmed. I'll show you. We keep them thick because we like to add a nice thick foot to the bottom of them. There's one over here that we trimmed last week. But because the foot's so thick that we're going to trim them probably like Thursday. We got to let them dry enough. This one right here, I'll show you. Here's a trimmed up one. So you can see underneath, there's like a nice thick rim. So it can sit on your cup. Then we add a handle as well. Hopefully you can see that one. We add our stamp at the bottom. Got Barbie in the vert. Would love to see part porcelain clay. Yeah, whatever we end up
It
testing.
looks similar
like,
to what we have. It's a it is a white stoneware, but semi-porcelain. And there's a few other options. We're going to test all the glazes. And, yeah, there might have to be some adjusting. And it's sad. It's sad that Highwater shut down. It's
so
sad that, like,
man.
this box, these boxes, we still got a few 100 pounds. We had 1,000 pounds, like, a few weeks ago. And it's like,
every time the box is empty.
it used to feel good throwing the boxes away.
Yeah.
But now it's like getting sadder and sadder.
Little
And
daunting.
some of these last pieces gonna be pretty sad. No, and no one will even know it.
Yeah. Definitely want to put like a homage together, like a tribute to Highwater in some kind of way. Clancy said, I'm okay just finishing my exams in school. Definitely do the best you can. I know summer's almost here. Don't get ahead of yourself. Definitely do really, really well in school. Darian said, I like the chill vibe in here. Thank you, Darian. Keep it real. Keep it chill.
Mike did say, I'm only watching this channel live. Huge shout out to everyone.
Yeah, seriously. Thank you.
We try to keep it as chill as possible, but sometimes you never know what might happen on some of these platforms, you know. And it's just, you know, it's crazy. You go live on your phone, you'll get 300. You could have 300 people. There's 30 people in the vertical stream through the streaming software.
Yeah, you guys saw yesterday.
So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm probably just gonna end up. I did it last year too. Anyway, I battled with like the idea of the whole thing, and you can go look at our most popular streams. They're all on a phone.
Well, we end up unlisting them though.
Yes,
at
we
least
do.
Most of them.
I just kept the most popular ones. But yeah, now all the vertical streams do get unlisted. I got a couple things to read here. Lydia was asking if Mike was German. Mike said yes.
I think Lydia is German too. If I remember correctly.
Mike did say, do you have advice for trimming the juicer bottom? Being a little bit clueless at the moment.
Yeah, we have chucks that we have thrown, and that's how we trim the bottom. So I'll show you our chuck, and I'll show you the juicer. So this here is a chuck that we threw. It's just green still. It's not fired at all. So it's just a piece that we can put on the wheel, center up, so that the juicer can fit right on top. The juicer itself will end up, I have like different sizes and stuff, but it'll end up sitting just like this on top of the chuck. And then you should make a chuck appropriate for your piece itself. This way, the rim can sit inside the dip. And then you can just trim the bottom however you want it to be. If you want it to be, we just put like a little bevel on either side. And then make sure the interior is nice and smooth. Then we add the little handle. But definitely make yourself a chuck. You don't have to wait for it to be dry. You could just throw it. And then some people, I mean, there's lots of different ways that you can do this, right? Some people do fire their chucks and then keep them forever. They're just called bisqued chucks. Or you keep it just wet and you can cover it with a chamois, or you can cover it with plastic and use it that way, or let it dry a little bit and then just use it and then you can reclaim it. There's many, many different ways that you can go about using your chucks. But I like to keep a couple in various sizes that are just green, so we have them when they're ready. Just keep it really thick so that you don't distort it when you go to push down to trim.
Lydia said, how do you get the angle to be 60 degrees? Or do you just eyeball it?
We have this tool that we made. It is just a piece of board, like an MDF board. And this is a 60-degree angle right here with a little bit of a nib chopped off. So this way, when we're gonna pull up these walls, we're just gonna put this template in and make sure that it's angled appropriately, and then it'll be a 60-degree angle. And we have like little markers on that for height.
We got Mike and Lydia talking German to each other
What? That's so cool.
in the chat.
Jeremy Jr. Porter subscribed to the channel.
Let's go. A Barbie with the smiles. Smile emojis. Yay. And sub. Shout out to Jeremy Jr. Porter for subscribing.
Jeremy Jr. Porter.
Jeremy Jr. Porter. I like your name. Good job. Thank you.
Lydia did ask, how do you fixate your pottery to the wheel for trimming?
Us, personally, we use this like chamois cloth and we make it wet and pull it over our wheel head, wring it out, and that creates a non-slip grip surface. So we can just use that for trimming, and then you just make sure that you're applying pressure to the top of the pot, and then you can trim. Otherwise, you can center your piece and then use 3 balls of clay in a triangular fashion and just softly press those into the wheel head, and it'll create stability for your pot. This way you can trim. Hopefully that answers that question. So I do start with just like, softly guesstimating the angle, and then we're going to insert the template here.
Man, I gotta step up on my German.
Alright, so I'm just going to hold this really nice and strong, triangulate, push it all the way down to the bottom. And then I can see if there's any spots that need, fixed, pushed in, pulled out. A little bit of clay will come off with it, but it makes a nice crisp edge for us.
Can you give me anything? Can you formulate any sentence?
Coffee mit Milch.
Not
Bitte?
good. It's not just coffee.
Kaffee? I don't know.
Die Ei ist sehr lecker.
Is it Das Kaffee? Das Kaffee?
Mit Milch, bitte.
I can't understand what you're saying. I gotta step it up.
Oh, wow. We add like a nice swirl to this edge depending. We offer swirled version and the straight walled version. Just depends on how you like to brew. I personally don't think it makes much difference, but you can get really crazy into coffee lore. And some people like a little more airflow. Anyone out there brew coffee with the V60? Or do you guys use if you drink coffee?
Mike said it's ein Kaffee.
I'm still learning a lot. Still in the Unit 1 lesson.
Cleanthes in the vertical stream said time in Greece is 12.
Oh. Midnight. Have to go. Good evening, he says.
Huge shout out to Cleanthes.
Thanks for being here. Thanks for popping in. Hope you do super well with your studies. Got Maddie Barnes. Hello, hello, hello. Nice. All right, it looks like, all right, so we made 4 swirled. I'm gonna make 1 more straight walled here. And then we're gonna move on. I'm gonna weigh out some clay for some bowls, I believe. Maddie said, sorry I missed the last couple of streams. All good. Glad to see you. Anytime y'all can pop in and hang out with us.
Mike said the German translation of the word the is complicated.
I'll tell you what, the whole das and der, it's really getting me. Cleanthes did say thank you. Of course. Catch you on the flip side. Alright. We're gonna center this up, cone it. Time or 2 here. Just get it all into the middle. Feels pretty good. Let's compress this back down. Nice. So we're going to start with kind of a taller dome shape here. And we're going to split this in half, leaving half for our base and half for our cone. So I'm going to recenter half of our clay on top.
But he said, how do you usually brew your coffee?
I either use the V60 or a French press. I really like the V60. But I haven't had coffee in like 2 weeks, which is crazy for me. I feel really good though. But the V60 makes the best cup. Fight me. Did Leah ask that? Or
Lydia.
Lydia? I also grew up working in coffee shops for a really long time, and a lot of coffee shops brew with the V60 for super special coffees, if somebody just wants 1 cup of coffee. So that was really cool to learn the process that way. All right, I'm just compressing the base down here. Compressing in the corner, pulling it out. Nice. Get all the water out from in there, at least as much as I can.
Is there any grog in the clay? Lydia asks.
No grog in our clay. We use a white stoneware with no grog. I like the look of porcelain, right? But the feel of stoneware. So it's like the perfect combination. We've had some custom orders where people want that grog look, and you can always add sand. You can add grog to your clay and wedge it up. It's pretty much, I know you can do it with bisque fired pieces. You can like grind them down. I know SJM's done that before. I should say Adirondack Earthenware has done that before. Or you can just use sand. There's like lots of different additives that you can.
Lydia asks, how did you start building this ceramic business you've got going now?
Well, that's a question for Nick, because Nick started it, really. We came together when we started dating, really. And Nick's background, he's built many businesses and been successful. And I was really good at I was doing pottery as a hobby. Learned like in school, in college, I just really liked it, so I just kept doing it. And he like saw the potential with pieces that were, you know, a little guy.
We lost our bingo, but
No,
we can redo it. We'll redo it once the
little guy got the best of the bingo.
little guy took over bingo.
Yeah, we've had the business for about 5 years together.
How did you start building the ceramic business you've got going now? One day at a time.
Oh, true. You just got to start. A lot of people get caught up in like all of the little aspects of it, but you just really just got to start if you want to do it.
Lydia said, I heard when you're starting off with pottery, you shouldn't create with the aim to make a finished piece. That's the nice thing about clay. You can keep reusing it over and over.
You can. I mean, I don't think there's anything that you should or shouldn't do, but if the first pieces you're going to make are just for practice and you want to practice a form, it is such a great thing about clay, because right now we made this piece, let's say something was wrong with it, you just smush it up, you wedge it up, make a new one. So you can use the same piece of clay over and over and over again to get as much practice. Shout out to Fresh Cup of Joel, fellow potter on YouTube here in Canada, who spent, 100 live streams before he pretty much fired a piece. So it's a lot of practice in that. It's definitely cool. I remember like when my first class I ever took, the teacher was like, you have to make 100 cylinders before you're allowed to keep one. So that's what we did, which was insane. It was like 100 bowls and 100 cylinders, and then you were allowed to keep it. But that's very traditional. You don't have to do anything. Barbie said, yeah, that speckled look is one of my favorites. And she's talking about a little guy. Look at his face. Not sorry about the bingo. Completely unbothered.
Like I said, I love to use the sand I'm washing out while refining the wild clay.
Oh, yeah? That's cool. Yeah, I know. Refining wild clay, it's a long process depending on how much of those additives you want to take away. see. You guys want to see some bowls next? Or do some bowls? Or butterbills?
I want to do a poll.
Poll. Okay. I mean, you want to run with the egg?
Nah.
Nah. Alright, I'm wedging this clay that we have left over. It's from our reclaim. So that's what we're going to start with. There's 3 balls here, and then we'll break open a fresh bag. Brandon on the go. When single ladies get to the age of 50, they tend to get lots of cats. This phenomenon is known as menopause. Wow. That's funny.
Slightly offensive.
Slightly offensive, which makes it funnier.
Makes it even funnier. Hey, we got 6 people watching on Rumble. Shout out to Team Green. Drop a like on Rumble. We're making pottery. We're doing it right here in America. But I will say, we got more followers on Twitch right now.
Right, Rumble, if you want to compete with Twitch,
So if you
that's
want
kind of our yearly battle
if
here.
you want to represent Rumble. Team Green over there, I'm going to need you to hit the follow button.
Seriously.
Because the Purple Snakes on Twitch,
They care more. You don't want that. Don't let them beat you. All right.
we got Hurtful Mask in the Twitch chat.
Hello. How we doing today? All right, we're gonna make a bowl. It needs to be 5 inches in diameter. So, breaking out the shrinkage ruler. Our clay shrinks about 14%. So on this guy, we're going for 5 inches wide. Tighten it and double check. Yes. All right. Let's make some bowls. Got Barbie laughing at Brandon's joke. He says, why are cats so relaxed? Because they live in the meow.
Ich habe eine Überkatze. Oh no.
Oh no.
He's leaving.
No.
That's all you get, guys. So, thank you for coming to the show, everyone who just shows up for Little Guy. Appreciate you tuning in. He did his job today. He's dipping out early.
Oh.
Big shout out to Little Guy. You can catch him right here on the stream on Thursday. Now let's get back to pottery.
Oh my gosh.
Like I said, what's potential mistakes when reclaiming clay?
Just not getting enough of the air out while you're wedging. Potential mistakes if you use a plaster bat and your plaster bat that you use to dry off your clay, which a lot of people use plaster. If it's old and flaky, you could get plaster into your reclaim. Sometimes a lot of people experience where like, this is our reclaim bucket and it's open. Just like, let's say a tool falls in or something random falls in there, and then you're wedging it up, and then you end up with random things in your clay that you need to take out of. But I mean, there's not really much downside to reclaiming.
Potential mistakes.
Potential mistakes. Any other potential mistake?
Mold.
Mold, but clay is moldy. Like, clay is alive. You're gonna get mold. Ideally, you're just not breathing it in, but most of the molds you're gonna encounter are safe molds. We have fresh bags of clay that have mold on them, because clay is alive. Potential mistakes. You have reclaimed, and all of your clay was very wet, but you forgot about it for a long time, so now it's very dry, and you need to make it wet again. And then you dry it out again, and then you forget about it again, so then now it's very dry again. And then you go through this process for your entire life, and you never receive any reclaim. I'm trying to think if there's like literally any other type of mistake. The majority of it is that there's going to be air in your clay, and you
SJM
have to wedge
said
it out.
when your glasses fall into the reclaim.
Oh no. That is a potential mistake.
He said, ooh, potential mistake, mixing mid-fire and low-fire clays.
Ooh, that's a good call. You don't really want to mix your clays unless you know what you're doing. Barbie said, wow, Brandon, how many more of these do you have locked and loaded? Barbie, you got to check out Brandon's channel.
Brandon, I think he does it every day.
Yeah.
Brandon's dropping
Daily
a
content.
little bit of brightness out here in the deepest corners,
Yeah, seriously.
in the darkest shadows. Trying to shine some light on these. Just a daily little giggle.
Aww. All right, first bowl, not too shabby.
And we'll never forget it. Brandon on the Go was the official winner of our 100th live stream episode celebrations. I don't care. I don't care even when we reach 1,000. I'll still remember our 100th episode. It was Brandon on the Go.
Brandon on the
And
Go.
it was 42.
Sure was. 42.
Lydia did say, anywho, friends, I'm signing off for today. It was a pleasure. I'm wishing you all a wonderful rest of your day / afternoon / evening.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us and being so inquisitive and asking questions. We love that.
Huge shout out to Lydia. Have a great rest of your day out there as well.
Yes.
Appreciate you
Great
hanging out with
evening.
us. Mike did say, wild clay always has mycelium in it. It's natural and decomposes of any plant-based impurities.
Oh, wow, yeah. That's interesting. Barbie said to Brandon's channel, that's awesome. Love a happy spirit. Definitely.
What are the most popular things people drink?
Say it again.
The most popular things people drink.
Tea, water, coffee, soda, juice, alcoholic beverages, mineral Wasser.
Because you just say mineral, and then you say yeah.
Yes,
Because
that's what it is.
Half of it's English.
No, that's what they say in the thing. Mineral Wasser. That's how Duo has taught me.
Damn. It changed the setting again, or it ran an ad on the.
What?
Yeah. Sorry, guys.
We're not doing that on purpose.
Yeah,
Sorry, y'all.
it's supposed to save the settings whenever I change them,
Oh, it's not.
but sometimes it doesn't, and yeah, I just turned it off. I don't want ads running on the live stream.
Yeah.
If you go back and watch the episode, there will be ads. And that's the most monetized or monetizable
there.
content on YouTube is the long form streams or videos. So when you leave your house, you can go pop this on the TV. We'll teach your pets how to make pottery while you're gone.
And they will love it. You'll come back, they already have made their own new dog dish. Like, I'm like, wow. Good job, Fluffy.
Like I said, your pronunciation is definitely Denglish. But here you will get what you mean.
Oh my gosh. I definitely don't do enough of the speaking to learn through the app in general. And I know the app's only going to get just so far, but it's definitely fun. Anyone else out there on Duolingo or learning another language on their own behalf? All right, 5 inches across. It's wired off. Nice. Pop it off. Nice bowl. New bat, possibly, going down. One more ball that's like ready to go, wait out here. Centered up. And all the way to the top, and press it back down.
SM said, have y'all ever picked baby corn? I got a jar from Prayers Market the other day and just opened them up. They're super sweet.
We never picked it, no. But we have had baby corns before.
Yeah, I like baby corn.
I'd like to have some baby corns to put in a salad. But I feel like the only way I could find them is like in a can or like frozen. Need to find like a micro farm or something. It's like another thing I really want to try to be cognizant of is like when I'm like pushing these forms down, I like hunch over and like squish my shoulders in. I really want to try to have a better posture here too. Nice pull here, up, compress. Just try to open this up a little bit at the bottom, shape our bowl up. Get up to the top.
My kids say German is very difficult. Most immigrants don't speak correctly in their lifetime. I tried to learn Japanese on Duolingo.
Oh, wow.
On English Duolingo. On German settings, Japanese is not available.
Oh, wow. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, the question was from SGM. Have we ever picked baby corn?
We never picked baby corn, but we picked regular corn. I guess I didn't know that like baby corn is just like legit corn, just tiny, and we probably could have picked baby corns that day.
Yeah, I like baby corns. Mike said, here is baby corn sour. It's very refreshing with a little bit of sweetness.
Mmm. Go a tiny bit wider, and then we'll be good with this bowl. Nice.
Pickled. I got it wrong again. Pickled. Have we ever pickled baby corns?
No.
It'd just be like pickling anything else,
Yeah, we pickle stuff all the time, but we just need to get our hands on some baby corns.
He said pickled like I'm Pickle Rick. I don't know why. We were just talking about baby corns the other stream.
When?
Some stream a
Yeah?
little while ago. And I'm trying to get some. I'm like, where are they? Can you only
Yeah.
buy them in the freezer section? Like, why?
Maybe if we had like a straight up like a Whole Foods or like a Trader Joe's or something.
SGM said, interesting, Mike. Here in New York, the corn, baby or grown, is very sweet.
Yeah, it's sweet here too. We have sweet corn.
Man, I love corn.
I know. Literally, the corn that we picked was so freaking good. It was like in season and everything. I gotta get some more corn.
And there's a spot here where you can get like some elotes.
Yum. You guys do elotes? Or is it esquites? How do you say the other one? Esquites?
I'm not sure.
Elotes is when they take it off the cob. The other one is when they keep it on the cob. Esquites. I like it off the cob. All right, I need like 2 minutes. Be right back, y'all.
Let's see, we are 1 hour 41 minutes into the stream here. It's episode 112. I guess we can get a recap on the mini here. Shout out to the little guy for destroying it. Mini solved. Shout outs. Shout out to Jess, or JM, Jessica, for the super chat. Little guy spotted, triple completed. The point of the stream here today. Where are the rest of my coins? Fix your posture. And boom. I think that's where we're at. But yeah, 1 hour, 42 minutes in the stream. It's Tuesday. We do have a poll going on the vertical stream, guys. If anyone's inclined to put their opinion out there on what their preferred drink is. Coffee, tea, soda, or water. Coffee's taking a strong lead right now. But yeah, shout out to everyone watching on Rumble. 10 people watching on Rumble. Let's freaking go. Shout out to everyone on Rumble. We're making Pottery. It's 112 episodes, but we haven't done 112 on Rumble. 12 people on Rumble watching.
What? No way.
And we had a troll. We had a troll come in the in the Twitch chat.
What?
And it took me like 15 minutes to get the message deleted. I couldn't figure out how to delete it.
Jeez. How bad was it?
I mean, they're all the same.
Yeah.
Mike said just wedge today. All right, I'll put wedging in there. Just. Oh, wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. We get an early bingo?
That's an early bingo.
No way! That's the earliest bingo we ever got. I swear, early bingo. Usually it takes like.
Yeah, that's an early bingo.
We need to
That's
get
a
the
record
bingo,
setting.
bro.
That's a record setting early bingo. 1 hour 43 minutes into the stream.
Jeez,
So we've done it all.
awesome.
We've done it absolutely all today. Your mic was muted for a second there, but we're all good.
Map. Double bingo though, we need to get it.
Very cool.
That's really cool.
Okay, yeah.
Nice.
Let's get an update on
What we did?
yeah, what did we do so far?
What have we done? We have thrown 5 V60 coffee makers, and we have thrown 3 bowls out of like 15 is not the number, but it's pretty much 15. The actual number that we need to make is 5, 6, 7, plus a couple extras. So I feel like 15 is a really good middleman. Actually, I mean, if you want to count earlier, we threw mini jars as well. So I've got, what was 8, 16, 17 mini jars here as well.
That's just a dang. That's weird. They are in the grocery stores here.
Really?
I mean, like
where? In the produce aisle, like
The
with
produce
the other
aisle?
corn.
Or like in a jar.
Yeah. Tell us more.
I'm pretty sure the only. I mean, I gotta look again. I haven't looked actually.
Is it like with like the like straight microgreens and stuff? Like the tiny, they put the tiny pickles there, or the tiny cucumbers.
Dude,
They put the butter lettuce there.
the tiny cucumbers are fire.
Yeah. Tiny cucumbers are amazing. Cukes. Kirby's.
Yeah, I gotta look again, but I'm pretty sure the only place you can get them in the stores down here is in the freezer.
It was like that in Pennsylvania too, I swear. But like, I mean, maybe we just like never didn't know where to look. I don't know.
Mike said the corn grown here is sweet, but pickled things here in Germany are always sour with vinegar, spices, and or herbs. Sometimes honey is added, but the majority is sour.
The pickled stuff, sour. Yeah. I love pickled stuff though. That stuff is so good.
As Jim said, oh, I see. Yeah, the pickling is generally vinegar based, but the baby corn itself is so sweet.
Yes, yes.
Like I said, I think we have more vinegar in them here. Never tasted original American stuff. Hard to get in here. We got Rando in the vertical stream.
What's up, Brando?
Dropping the ghost emoji.
Ghost emoji. Accepted. Only from you, Rando. All right. I'm going to chop up some more clay here. Going 1.5 pounds for each of these 5-inch bowls. They're 5 by 3. So we're going 1 pound, 8 ounces.
All I'm going to say, if you end up losing a sponge, it's going to be a double bingo.
That's what needs to happen. Man, maybe we're going to have to go for triple bingo today. Well, we'll see. Haven't lost it yet. We do shuffle the bingo card every time, but next time we're going to get it digital.
What'd you say?
We do shuffle the bingo card every time,
Oh.
but next time we can get it to be digital. We'll figure it out.
SJM said, yeah, fresh baby corn. They aren't in season yet, so I'm assuming the pickled ones I'm eating are old. But in season, you grab a plastic bag and throw in some baby corn.
What?
He said 80 cents a pound, I think.
It's not bad at all. Baby corns. All right, well, dude, Silas, when you see that in your grocery store, you say something to us. But we're gonna be looking. We don't go to the store very often, maybe like once a month to like stock up on stuff, but.
Yeah, we've been going to the store less and less.
Yeah.
Especially with, shout out Kelsey.
Oh my gosh.
Grazing Grace
Seriously.
Lane. So we got eggs and bread.
Lockdown. And honey. Just got honey.
And other things.
Yeah.
But essentially, we're getting our meat from a butcher.
Yeah.
Eggs and bread from a local farm stand and farm. The only thing we're buying at the store is water.
Like produce. Because, well, the last 2 months, we've been killing it with the U-Picks, but now we're not in season anymore.
Well, we haven't bought any produce yet.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts.
We'll probably make it to some farm to pick something. Or to, not pick something, but...
Yeah, the other thing that we really need to find is somebody local that makes pasta. That's like something I'd like to find. I mean, honestly, it might be like Uncle Nick's. There's an Italian place down South Lakeland. They might make pasta.
Mike said the only way is Ramstein.
Only way to what?
Or that's Ramstein. Ramstein, but to get something from there is more difficult than an escape out of Fort Knox.
I'm missing something. Only way to what?
I believe the only way that you can get like American stuff is through something called Ramstein.
What's Ram? Explain that to us. Is that a specific grocery store or like a delivery service? Possibly. All right, a couple of these need wedged, but most of them are just fresh blocks. We're just gonna come back to this.
I'm not sure. I could be totally wrong, actually.
All right, let's see.
Esheb said, I mean, corn gets harvested when?
I mean, the corn down here's in season right now.
He said October, at least until after Halloween, so baby corn should be coming up soon. Yeah, there's baby corn pretty much like... Well, the field that we were in, it was everything. Baby, not fully anything on the stalks, and then fully ripe.
Yeah.
So it was like a mixture.
I'm not sure if I understand what Rando is saying, but called me Charlie. Hi, Charlie.
Possibly from the movie Ghost.
Possibly. Don't know. My name happens to be Jess. We're making bowls right now. So. Back at it.
I think actually it's Ramstein. Man, I'm really slacking. I gotta get back on the German. Mike said to get American stuff, it's the only American airbase, Ramstein.
Interesting.
It's only available to someone with ties in America, like family or a job at the airbase.
Oh my god. That's crazy. Oh, I ran out of water, really. I thought I had another bucket, so I can get some water quick.
Here, help me when you set that down. Just come here a second.
Okay.
Will you just like screenshot this? And then this. Alrighty.
Nice. Oh, fresh clean water.
As Jam did say, OMG, I'm gonna use some of this pickling juice to marinate my chicken for a bit.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Dude, we made some lemon herb chicken. Well, I mean, I did it, but
Yeah.
I'll give all the credit.
No. That was you.
Just
What?
cleaned it. But yeah, we got a bunch of herbs. We had rosemary, oregano. What else was there? The green onion.
Green onion. Yeah.
I don't know. There was like just every herb that we had
Went in.
and bun and like a whole lemon.
It was freaking yummy.
That's all you need.
I really like chicken. Like,
Huh?
I really like chicken. Like, I think I like, do you like chicken or turkey? Turkey more? I don't know. But I really do like chicken.
It's hard to say.
Yeah. All right. Nice clean sponge. Down in and open it up a little bit. A nice curve to this.
Mike said that's an interesting idea. Marinate chicken with pickle juice. Gotta try it. That's a common technique in cooking. Apparently, it makes it more tender. Mike said Ramstein is the biggest American airbase located outside of the USA.
Wow. Okay.
SGM said my tea garden stopped growing with like a looking down sad face.
Stopped growing? Why?
Too hot?
Too hot? It's not hot up there yet.
I mean, it's June everywhere in the eastern
Yeah.
coast of America.
This bowl is not good. It's alright, wait. See if I can fix it. What did you have growing in your tea garden?
But yeah, lemon herb chicken. We're gonna go with diced onions and garlic in the pan. Get it a little brown. Once it's just on the edge of burning, and hit it with some white wine. Throw in some butter. It was basil, oregano. It was like the green onions,
Yeah.
rosemary,
Yes.
and I swear there was something else. Whatever else we had. And it's all gone.
How we ate it all. Can't wait to make more. And we just broil it, put it on a kebab.
We were doing that for a little too long. That's why it got
Oh,
like...
you did it the other way? I like it like that. I like it however.
Mike said sometimes the clay wants to be something else.
You gotta tell it what to do. Be a bull. I know, sometimes it does. That one was deceiving.
SGM said the chamomile got about an inch tall. Lemon balm, half that. Tomorrow we're forecasted the first day in the 80s, LOL. Last night camping was 41. It's chilly.
Chili.
Yeah, it's not fully hot here, actually. We had a couple hot days, but it says it's 80 degrees right now, so...
Oh, that's nice. So did your herb garden stop growing, or did all of it die? Like it just hasn't produced what you expected it to produce? I said herb garden, but I meant tea garden. Sorry. Not good. We're losing it.
So tomorrow we are forecast. Oh, I read that. Mike said I'm getting hungry from this topic,
I know. We need to stop, guys.
but it's 23:49 there. A little
That's
late.
a little late,
to
yeah.
eat something.
Sometimes you just gotta listen to your body.
Yeah, unfortunately, we get on the food topics,
Yeah.
end up talking about food for hours. Definitely make sure you get it, you know, what you need for the day. I definitely have a problem of making sure that I get enough food. As Jim said, they just stalled, I guess. Been like this for weeks. Everything is green and leans towards the sun. Maybe I need to dump them into a larger pot.
Have you fertilized?
Probably because it's not a an original handmade in Florida Swan City Ceramics tabletop planter with an attached base plate and built-in drainage, so you can choose to bottom water
Guaranteed to make your plants grow faster,
or your money back.
jump taller. It's like, what?
Your plant dies in my pot, you get your money back.
Oh my god.
That's a joke,
What a...
and that's. Let me put a quick disclaimer, okay? Everything on the stream is for entertainment purposes only.
That is so funny.
Sometimes it is the pot, though.
Yeah, sometimes it is the pot. You're getting adequate drainage. Is it fertilized? Does it have enough space to grow? Is it root bound? I wouldn't level your pot up unless it's root bound, but I'm not. I'm not an
if
expert,
you can
bro.
see if you can see roots coming out of the hole,
So yeah, that's
probably needs a new pot.
Yeah.
I can't wait to get these bonsai pots fired.
What color are you gonna want these guys?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think at the end of the stream today, if all y'all can remind us, I want to pull out this red clay, and if it's too tough, I'm gonna put it in like a bucket with some water, and we'll get it softened for Thursday, hopefully. Check it out. That'd be really cool.
As Jim said, it's got to be that. I'm calling the number on the screen right now. Well, hold your horses, SJM, because if you go ahead and buy that planter, I'm going to go ahead and throw in.
A mini planter.
But wait, there's more. And for only 3 payments of $33.33, I'm going to go ahead and throw in a 2-piece mug set.
Oh my gosh!
But
Is
wait.
he serious?
No, I'm not. I'm actually not.
Is he serious?
I've just
But
been
wait,
binging those.
there's
I've just been
more.
binging your infomercials.
We'll throw in a duplicate of our favorite ceramics tool so that you can also.
I want to
It's just
literally
like-
make a video like that,
Yeah.
and essentially, at the end of the video, it's just all of our products and all of the. Yeah, but the thing is, like, the price would just go like crazy, right?
Yeah, the price would be up. It'd be like, for just double the price, you can receive. Like,
Just goes on and on and on.
oh my god, the knife set is like so iconic.
That's the best
though.
one.
It's the best one. It's insane.
You're gonna receive our chef's paring knife.
Oh my god.
But wait, You're also going to receive our cheese knife. But wait.
But wait. No, the best one is like when he's like, the thing is, like, I see you've only included 4 knives. Like, what if I have more than 4 people at my dinner table and I have company?
I've already thought of that, actually.
Yeah.
That's why I got my brand new 4-piece dinner knife set. And that's going to get included.
So now we're going to have 8 knives, but they're going to get lost in the drawer. We thought of that. We're going to include a butcher block. That feels good.
Mike said, when the conditions are not so great, the plants can stagnate. They produce more than photosynthesis, essential oils, and so on, which processes are more prominent, decide the grow rate.
I'd say also, like,
We got a 404 in the Twitch chat.
what's up, 404? Good to see you again.
Said hi again.
Hello. And shout out to the people in the vert for throwing these hearts up. Appreciate y'all. I was just gonna say, like, when you prune your plant, it also promotes growth. So
Jess has
depending
a
on...
tendency to over prune, though.
No.
Yes.
Wow.
You get so high and mighty. You're over here killing plants left and right.
I do kill
Not really,
plants,
actually.
but
Not
I
killing
mean,
plants, no,
shoot.
but you have
I have overpruned for
destroyed
sure.
something by
Yeah.
taking too much.
But I mean, do some research on each plant that you have, and
There's a really nice tea garden at Epcot
oh my gosh, there is.
in the UK, but I'm not really sure how growing tea works.
Have you been able to harvest any of it yet, Sai? And are you drying it out, or are you just using it as it? We had some mint growing last year, and I loved making the fresh mint tea. Like, I would just go to the plant and take the leaves off, didn't dry them out or anything. Just brewed fresh tea like that, and it was really good.
As Shim said, where is the deep voice that speaks at 4 times speed for all the disclaimers?
Oh, we gotta get that button added, huh?
Just the enthusiasm those people have.
Seriously.
And the level of production. It's impressive to watch. I mean, do you know how excited that guy was about the slap shop?
Oh my gosh. I mean, the OxyClean guy?
Or, yeah, the ShamWow.
Yeah, the
all of them.
ShamWow, yeah.
They get so
They're the most hyped for that product ever.
enthusiastic.
That's like, yeah. That's how hype I want to be 24/7. Can we all be that happy and excited?
Nah, Billy Mays definitely died of cocaine.
Oh my god. Really? Is that a fact?
Someone can Politico fact check me if you want to, but I'm gonna go ahead.
Politico fact check me.
Mike said, here it's legal to grow weed to a certain amount per person. It's the same with my weed plants. I tend to overdo the care on the plants. So you're not alone, Jess.
Yeah, here that legality, it's like per state. Is it per state for growing too?
It's federally illegal.
Yeah, that's crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're doing it. We're doing the thing.
SM said nothing has grown yet, but we planted 6 different mints in the beds last year, and they've been rampant, of course.
6 different mints? That's crazy.
Yeah, that's what they said. Like, if you plant mint in your yard,
It grows like a weed.
it'll like take over.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool though.
Yeah.
I mean, there is something to, being planted in, like, soil, like the earth versus a pot. But, I mean, you can keep herbs pretty much year-round in a pot. Might have to go out there with a speaker. They might just be bored. You gotta entertain them.
It's true. Gotta sing them sweet lullabies.
You can play them some different levels of hertz. Medicine bowl.
The bowl? Yeah.
Maybe you gotta go out there with a cup of tea. Show them what they can be. Show them what they can be.
Maybe that's more like
What?
scary for them.
Scary. Well, then you need to get new plants. You need plants that want to stand up and face it.
Face it.
Not those scared plant.
Yourself a strong plant.
Like I said, it's 3 plants per person. 50 G stash of dried flowers and 25 Gs to have on your person in public.
Oh, that's like the law out there.
The smoking is very regulated in public places to shield minors, and that's a good thing in my opinion.
Could agree with that.
Yeah, the weed culture in America really fell off though. It was really popular,
Yeah.
but it fell off a bit, which I think
Is a good thing.
Is
too.
a good thing.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. SJM said, "Oh, so you guys are crazy plant people."
I wish. When we get our own house, of course we're gonna be the crazy plant people. But we do have a decent amount of pots out back full of stuff. Trying to grow some peppers.
I like the collection of
Yeah.
pots.
We've shown it off a couple of times.
Yeah, our friend Megan here has got a bunch of stuff growing in her backyard.
Yeah, it's really awesome.
We just got some tomatoes from her.
Shout out Megan. I know she wants to make her own farm stand and everything, so let's go, Megan!
And that's what we're gonna do too.
Yes.
We'll have all our pottery out there. Y'all singing songs and such
What's that?
to the plants, I think.
Oh my gosh. That's funny. I mean, plants freaking know. There's been many studies, about singing bad, like heavy metal versus symphonies. Those studies exist.
I'll
That's
say
real.
I had a connection at one point, and I will say I was tripping balls, right? But I saw the connection between the plants and how it was interacting with the environment. The thing is, like, you're just moving too fast for the plant, you know what I mean?
True. Plants do move super slow.
So, like, if you speed up the whole process, they're just moving at a different rate. Like I said, to be crazy keeps the spice up here. Without being crazy, life would be pretty boring.
Everyone's got a little crazy in them.
I mean, I'm the craziest one that you guys will ever meet.
We got Tide Zen Clay in the chat.
Tides in clay.
Tide Zen Clay.
I remember Tides
You
in.
do? Check them out. See if it looks like Tide Zen Clay. Let's go.
I believe I remember Tides in.
Yeah. We got Leah in the chat. Everybody with the somersaults. Is that what I'm looking at? That's cool. He said yes, it's Tide Zen. Let's go.
Shout out to Tides. We got a channel name change, and we got a short.
What are we looking at?
Tizen's name is Andrew, and you can go to his YouTube channel and subscribe to follow his journey in the world of ceramics.
Let's go. New channel, he said. I like it. How's the life? How's the clay? Tell us all about it.
It said new channel. SM did say that he was just kidding, but then he said, it's been weeks how slow I gotta go.
Did you start from seed? Or are they transplants? We got Leah dropping Tizen's new channel in the chat. Thank you, Leah.
Oh, we got a brand new. We recruited another one. Soon they'll be too big, they won't be able to stop us.
Pottery takes over the world.
Shout out to Titan with a brand new Pottery channel if you want to go see what he's working on over there. Leah dropped the link in the vert.
Hell yeah. Salutes.
Mike said, unbelievably slow for a human. It's practically impossible for a human to be so slow.
Slow as a plant, true. Tyson said, I've been MIA for a couple of months. Yay life, haha. But I posted a short here of me wedging up some clay. Made roughly 15 balls or so. Going to do a live tomorrow, hopefully on the wheel, practicing. Yes, man. Congrats.
All right, I'm stepping away for a second.
What?
We do have a chunky bunger,
Really?
but he's not allowed to mess up the bingo.
Once
But he's staring at the bingo.
you walk away, he might follow, though.
No, when I walk away, he usually does something bad.
True.
Okay, little bang.
All right. Nice.
I will say I don't remember exactly the requirements for going live. But there are some requirements you might want to check out before you get yourself set up on there.
True.
I believe, actually, well, TRX said that he had to hit 50 subscribers.
Yeah. And then you could do live vertical. Is that what it was on the phone?
I'm not sure. I would recommend everyone download the YouTube Creator app. YouTube Creator Studio app. It's a separate app from the YouTube app. Separate app. And that'll have all the information on there about what you need.
Yeah. All right. Bowl done. Next.
Lee said, yep, 50 subscribers for vertical. Tide said the 50 sub requirement is only for vertical live, question mark, weird.
So you can go horizontal
I think
on your
maybe.
phone with nothing?
I think
with
maybe.
Like,
Unfortunately, we, you know, you're going to have to, yeah. We did a test. Well, we've been testing yesterday and today.
yeah.
Yesterday we had a mobile vertical stream, mobile from the phone. Today the vertical stream is through streaming software. And yeah, seems like the only streams that are pushing right now are mobile vertical streams.
It doesn't mean that you still shouldn't do it.
But yeah, if you go live horizontal, you'll only have the people in there that are essentially subscribed to your channel, because there's no
Algorithm
live
push,
there's
yeah.
no live streaming feed section being pushed out there at all. But at the end of the day, like just creating content is the only way to get real subscribers.
Yeah. Yeah, Titan said probably because most people using YouTube are on their phones watching. Yeah, they just want to compete with, you know, TikTok and Instagram and all, you know. They're just in it, in the race.
And I said it in my intro. I explained a little bit on the intro, but it's not on the vertical stream. The intro is only on the horizontal. But yeah, you know, I've been posting content on YouTube for nearly a decade. And I've been supporting myself, not fully with YouTube, but for many, many years. And you know, they just added the shorts a couple years ago. They just added the shorts live very recently. And yeah, yesterday we went live on the vertical mobile. Had like a peak viewership of like 300. Over like 25,000 views in an hour. It's really just like they opened the floodgates to just the shorts feed.
Yeah.
Because when you look at the analytics of the vertical stream, you can see where the people are viewing it from. And it's people who are watching shorts. And people who are in the shorts live feed. Those are the two sections where it comes from. Once you end up on a vertical live short and you keep scrolling,
Then you're in
then
all
you're
the
in
lives.
the shorts live feed. But if you scroll past that vertical live on the shorts, then you'll stay in the shorts feed. So it's just a matter of YouTube basically opening up the floodgates to putting you in the shorts feed. And they only do that with mobile vertical live streams. Mobile vertical.
Yeah. Titan said, yeah, that's how I found you guys. Your live came up on my shorts a few months ago.
Yeah, that's how most people have found us, which is
I mean,
why we do it actually.
Yeah. It's cool they found us, for sure.
They said, but you can go live horizontal from PC anytime.
Really? That's the deal?
That's the deal.
What? That's pretty wild.
Passerby said, I think you can't do a live on your mobile on vertical and horizontal until you have 50 subs. So it's the mobile streaming,
it's the mobile thing.
vertical or horizontal. Mike said, my bats are slipping on the chamois. Do you have any advice to stop that issue from happening too often?
Get yourself a knife tool and then wring out your chamois like this. And then the bat that you're using, I don't know what your bats are like, but sometimes, you know, the bat can get a little warped. So make sure that whichever side is domed is being pressed into the wheel. I like to give it a little tap. And then other than that, you just want to be as center as possible on your wheel at all times.
Passerby, said you can select vertical live option by pausing your shorts.
Oh, really? Interesting.
So, I mean, yeah, that's basically the hierarchy of the algorithm of YouTube is essentially shorts are the most viewed thing. And then the vertical lives get thrown into the shorts feed. And then people end up addicted to the vertical lives. And then they have a pathway so that when you're in the shorts, you can just pause the short and hop over to the vertical live stream feed.
Yeah, man, the doom scrolling's crazy. Like, the analytics that we're seeing, you know, on the vertical live, there's a lot more people, but they only stay for an average of like 20 seconds. Because people are just flipping and flipping and flipping. So there's thousands of people that are flipping and only hanging out for like 20 seconds.
Well, that's like back to, like, that's kind of what my rant was like about. It's just like, you know, what happened to YouTube, dude?
Oh, yeah.
It just turned into TikTok.
Yeah.
And there's like, where's the creators? No one's making content anymore? Like, seriously? Remember when YouTube was popping, guys? I mean, what happened? We all got attention spans of goldfish now.
Seriously.
So shout out to Rumble.
Yeah, they're not playing into it at all. They don't have any types of shorts, huh?
I'm not sure.
I don't think they do. But, yeah, I'm not 100% on that one.
So shout out to Rumble and Twitch because, man.
Got Brooks Rule in the chat. Hello, I love the stuff you make. Shout out to Brooks. Thanks for being here. Thank you.
Yeah, and I want to put out something good. You know, I want to put out a high quality product. We make quality pots. I want to make quality content that surrounds it. I want to make, you know, tutorial videos, and going on YouTube was, we never even really intended it. It was all to be about the live stream, and we try not to make it. We're trying to drop more videos, pottery videos and tutorial videos, how to throw videos, and then start to finish videos of all our products. S-Jim said, my average view time since I've started streaming again has been 15 to 25 seconds.
Man,
Well,
are
let's
you
see.
doing the vertical?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why. If you switch over to horizontal, average view time goes to like 15, 20 minutes.
Well, I'll give you my stats right here. We are an hour, 50 minutes into the vertical stream. 4,000 views, 32 likes. We had a peak of 45 people, but the average has been like 20. And average view duration, 28 seconds.
Yeah.
On our horizontal stream, we're looking at 36 views. 36 compared to 3,800. And it's always so interesting because it's always tiered. It's always literally tiered like that. It's like 1,000 times more for the mobile vertical streaming software
wow.
stream. But then the phone mobile stream is like 1,000 times more than that.
That's crazy.
Average view duration on the horizontal stream, 31 minutes, 21 seconds.
Oh, wow. Nice. Tyson said the split zoomed in up top is nice. Keeps what's happening above the comments.
And I'm gonna tell you straight up. I'm gonna tell you straight up. When we did the horizontal stream today,
Yeah.
the test stream we did it
Yeah.
earlier, the horizontal it looked better.
Yeah, because the comments aren't like taking up half of the screen because all like, the vert it's all about the comments. It's all about people like engaging, which
Yeah. So at
has
the end
its
of
own
the day,
space,
at the end of the
but-
day, for most people, it's all about the numbers. So they won't go to horizontal. They won't say, hey, you know what? I'm gonna put something out there that, I'm gonna, create content people watch and enjoy.
Brooke says, "What are you making?"
But I folded last year, and I'm pretty sure I'll end up folding again this year.
What?
Last year, and I remember that's how Josh found us. Joshua at the Goods Pottery.
yeah.
He found us through the mobile vertical stream just because it was popping off. And then he hopped over, and then he saw the stream quality, and then he was impressed.
Yeah, the fact that we can convert some people to understanding the difference and maybe help some people out, also just the outreach of our business to as many people as possible. It just sucks to think that we're contributing at all to the brain rot.
Yeah, well, we're not contributing to it, but we are involved in it.
Yeah, that's a better way of saying it.
I'd say we're doing the opposite of contributing to it.
Right.
Hopefully,
We're converting people away from brain rot.
And yeah, the vibe is just so much different because you guys were some of you might have been there on Monday, 300 people watching.
Yeah.
Randos saying hi and stuff, and then today, early this morning, just the it's just the people who support what you're doing. So the vibe is different. But all the streamers nowadays, they're all multi-streaming. All major streaming contract deals are done. They're not doing streaming deals with media platforms anymore. So the major streamers aren't tied to individual platforms anymore. So the multi-streaming is really where the future of streaming is. Let me read some of this stuff here. They said, and when people make real content about anything actually real, they get shadow banned.
Yeah.
Especially on YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube has its own, morals on what they think people are allowed to say. So it's a private company at the end of the day. Oh, they're looking out for themselves and they have their own agenda.
I mean, they had congressional meetings about it.
Yeah, they do.
About the issue of free speech on, private enterprise social media. Passerby said, I've seen crazy viewer numbers on the most insane, untalented, ugly crap that most people with talent and creativity don't seem to get.
Yeah. It's because, this is my theory with YouTube specifically. They want to get you hooked, so they push, the brain rot stuff out to as many people as possible, so they get higher up on the algorithm. But then also at the end of the day, we're in a generation where we want instant gratification, and a lot of people, myself included, lack discipline and the ability to control, what you're seeing, and they'd rather just sit there.
That's definitely a huge part of it. The instant gratification of someone reading your chat, or just saying hi to you.
Yeah, and that's real. You get dopamine boost by having
I
contact
think that's
with
really
people.
weird and sad.
Yeah, yeah. So it's like, you know, you go out and you meet somebody, you get that dopamine boost.
I'm like not like that typically, but
I mean, I like to talk to people. I like that, especially at markets and stuff.
don't talk to me. That's what I say to anyone. I'll hit you with the don't talk to me.
Oh my gosh.
No, I'm not really.
No.
I like surprising people. I'm an absolute.
yeah.
I'm a maniac. I'm maniacal. Some days I wake up, I just want to scare someone from behind, a stranger. I
God,
want to prank
dude.
a stranger.
That's so funny.
No, I love interacting with the humans. It's pretty fun.
With the humans. I'm just a human.
With the other humans, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I meant to say.
I like to chat, I like to have friends. But
Leah said, passerby, people love to watch a train wreck.
yeah, that's something too, is like, yeah, people are addicted to like drama or like just like that attention, like a train wreck. That's such a good way to
Yeah, well, that's what it is.
describe
They show you stuff that you can't look away from, right?
Yeah.
And then, yeah, at the end of the day, the longer you're on YouTube, the more money YouTube makes.
Yes.
YouTube makes its money through facilitating the exchange of the ads, you know, that we
Right.
get paid out. And, you know, they get a cut of all the super chats and everything.
Yeah.
But, yeah, at the end of the day, YouTube wants you on YouTube as long as possible, and they don't want you on TikTok.
Right.
Because if you're addicted to TikTok, then you're not addicted
Then
to
you're not
YouTube.
on YouTube.
But yeah, I'm not interested in just fulfilling just random people's instant
Need for gratification.
instant need
yeah.
for like to be,
Attention.
hey, can I get a shout out? Like, no, sit down and watch my pottery show.
Yeah, that's why we like, you know, we prefer the horizontal, but even doing the vertical on the phone or on the computer is better because we have more control over the show.
Here's an underlying piece of information and some pretty interesting insight. It actually hurts the creators.
The vertical.
Just the structure of the algorithm. It hurts the creators because essentially you don't make any money from doing vertical lives unless you can obtain members and donations.
Yeah, that's so true. It's because it profits YouTube. They get to pay out less
Exactly.
and have more people on their platform.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's it.
And it's literally a tiered system to where, you know, the horizontal streams, which would make the most money, especially after the fact, because typically people aren't going to go back and watch.
Right.
They're not going to go back and watch a vertical live stream.
Yeah, Tideson just said, you know, the subs from the shorts don't rewatch your long form content.
100% ties
Like,
in
those
here.
are different
You're
types
100%
of- yeah.
correct because there's many different consumers on this platform. Some people are consuming shorts and they won't watch your videos or come in your live streams. And some people are watching the lives and they won't watch your videos or your shorts
Yeah.
because that's what they want, that's what they like. And then some people, yeah, the best of the best are out here watching my VODs after the fact, watching our videos.
Watching the live stream horizontal.
But yeah, essentially the live stream vertical pays, there's no ads that run in the vertical
Yeah.
live.
Yeah.
You can drop them manually, but I'm not even sure what that looks like.
Do you want to shout out to Sin, though? She's in the chat. We love you, Sin.
But
Leah
yeah.
said Alex and Serenity want to say hello to us.
Shout out to Alex and Serenity.
We'll always say hello to Alex and Serenity.
We're coming to you live from the internet. It's another day making pottery,
You know it.
and we're never going to stop making pottery. We're going to make pottery forever, guys.
Forever. We got Fabiano from Brazil.
Obrigado, Fabiano.
Obrigado. Fabiano.
All right, I'm going to bust out some of these chats real quick.
Okay.
I was ranting. Pastorby said, explains why reality TV was popular. Lowest common denominator attracts the lowest common denominator. And look what the 90s did to some spectrum of of generations out there. The shows like Bachelor, and I guess they still have them. They still have
They
some
still
of them.
have
right?
them, huh?
Those things are disgusting.
It's really rough.
People don't really watch TV anymore. They're more on the internet, on the social media, you know?
Yeah.
Leah said, reminds me I gotta put y'all on the TV.
Aw.
We're on the big screen.
No. Let's go. We're making
We
bowls.
finally made it. We're famous.
Woo! Fabiana said, what about the question? Coffee, tea? There's no question, just the options.
Yeah, there's no question.
There's no question. Just drop your whatever you think.
Just pick your favorite.
Pick your favorite.
That's the question, essentially.
All right. We got to count these bowls and weigh out some more clay, y'all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Mike
6,
said,
7.
hi, Serenity, you have a pretty name.
It is a
For me, as a German, it sounds like a mermaid, and mermaids are so cool and pretty.
Wow, it does sound like a mermaid.
You know the German word for a mermaid?
No, I don't. Do you?
No, but how do you say that it sounds like a mermaid?
The
Serenity?
name Serenity sounds like a mermaid.
Oh,
I thought that's what he meant.
maybe. Shout out to Alex, too.
Yes,
from,
Alex.
From Mike.
Get it. Alright. We got a lot of clay here. We need 5 more bowls, I think. So this is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Is that right?
I'm going to read some of this information here. And big shout out to Taz the Bulldog. Shout out Sin. Happy Tuesday.
Wow, I can't believe it's Tuesday.
Tides
y'all.
that said, so your ratings go down from those ghost subs, and YouTube pushes your content less because your own subs aren't watching it.
Yes, that's true. They know which subs are fake.
Say another thing. We were doing the stream with subscriber only chat as well, and I believe that was harming us in the algorithm too, because people would subscribe just to chat and then unsubscribe real quick, and I think that was
That sucks.
viewed upon poorly in the YouTube algorithm. So we got the chat open to everybody, but we got lots of mods with wrenches ready to swing.
Seriously. And like, yeah. Oh, it's pretty nuts out there. All right, we're just doing 3 more bowls and then we've hit our goal, and then we'll look to see what the next subject of focus is.
They said Serenity Gale Grace is her name,
Wow.
and Ryan Alexander.
Ooh. Beautiful names for both of y'all.
Mike said mermaids are called Meerjungfrauen,
Meerjungfrauen.
Meerjungfrauen,
Whoa.
or Siren,
Oh.
like siren kind
Like
of.
siren.
Sirens can be translated to sirens, like the mythical creature.
Mermaids are better than sirens.
Random guy tried to convince me that mermaids were real.
Like still out there real?
No, yeah, he had a video on his phone. You remember that? I don't know, we were at a market or somewhere.
I don't remember that.
Guy pulls out his phone and he's trying to show me this video and he said, dude, this is real. And he was legit convinced that it was a real mermaid.
Oh my god. I mean, anything is possible, but I don't believe it. I don't know. Can't rule out anything in this world.
Fabiano said Brazilian coffee is the best.
Ooh, hot take.
I choose this one.
Hot take.
Lisa said I like strong coffee too. Fabiano said strong and no sugar.
Bebop. What? They're not real.
Tideson said, I don't know about that. It made me sub on the new channel to chat.
Really?
Tideson came in when
And
we had the
sub
sub.
to chat.
Well, I'm
Huh.
glad you stuck around.
Thank you. Thank you for saying that.
It's so funny.
Brandon with the. I've literally heard this joke before too.
You already
It's
know that
funny.
you already know the joke.
Yeah.
How?
Because it's a coffee joke.
He said if you replace your morning coffee with green tea, you can lose up to 87% of what little joy you have left in your life.
That's funny.
Oh, they said sub only. Dude, they.
Huh.
It's for both streams though. My settings are not saving. It's so weird. I gotta remember to go in and just make sure the settings are correct.
Damn.
For like the first 10 minutes, the vertical stream was unlisted. I didn't realize.
What? Man. That's so weird.
Yeah, I gotta remember. I just gotta remember to make sure that I'm gonna open it up to. I don't think anyone's gonna say anything, but
No, go for it. Pat said, what's the poll for? For fun. Having fun. Drop your vote.
you
No question, just things.
you can pick your favorite beverage out of that. Let's see. Let's take a look at the poll. We got 37 votes. And we got a clear winner here. 54%. A slight majority.
Huh?
54%. It is a majority. It's going with coffee.
Coffee.
With second place is going to be tea,
Really?
followed by water.
Water.
And in last place, only 10% of 39 people say soda.
Let's go. No soda. We got Christina in the chat. Hello, hello. Pat, what's on the agenda today? What are you working on? I think you told us earlier, the first stream. I don't remember.
Yeah, just been doing some random polls.
That's fun.
We did a recent poll. Do you like pottery? It was something like 70% of people do,
Yeah, can you believe that?
and 30% of people
Do not like pottery.
do not like pottery. It's good information to have. If you're in a room full of 10 people,
Oh my gosh.
3 of them might not like pottery.
Haters. Pat said, I unloaded the kiln this morning and will reload it tonight. Had to go to work, so can't load until after dinner. Good job, though. It's always good to flip your kiln. Always feels really good. Yeah, we unloaded yesterday, but didn't have enough for a full load, so nothing went in. It's always a bummer.
Man, Leah said, who doesn't like pottery? Psychopaths. Yeah, if it wasn't for us guys, you'd be eating off a banana leaf.
Oh my gosh.
You'd be drinking water from your hands.
Got Scott in the chat. Do you ever overwork a piece? Yes, sometimes. I have to like train yourself to be like, okay, stop touching it. What'll happen to me is I'll be like finicking with it too much and then my nail will somehow scratch it and I'll ruin it just by like waiting too long. Just be like, okay, it's over, it's done.
Especially with the clay.
Yeah. It's better just to like leave it until it's more leather hard and then you can mess with it more. Brandon said, I was sitting drinking coffee in my slippers this morning when I thought to myself, I really need to wash some mugs. Gross. Tyson said, not gonna lie, the audio from these into like Pottery podcasts on Spotify would be a cool experiment. That would be cool. I mean, you can just listen. I feel like we already do that. It's already like a podcast, like because you can rewatch all of them again. And I know
It's on a different platform though.
Yeah, true.
I don't know anything about Spotify.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
Yeah, we just gotta get one of these major networks to just give us some airtime on
Like Food Network.
Food Network. I don't know.
I wouldn't choose like TLC, like major network. I don't
Yeah,
know.
there's like no networks on.
Yeah, they don't exist.
You're watching it. You're watching the brand new network.
Ooh, the Swan Network. Pat said, only one major fail. I knew there was too much glaze on it, but I was too lazy to wash it off and start over. Famous last words. Stop touching it. Seriously. It's hard to be like, okay, like just stop, just put it down. Like it's over, you'll fix it later. You can't fix it now.
It's like the worst
You gotta,
feeling
though.
though. It's like the worst feeling though when you're like trying to clean something up and then you're just making it dirtier and dirtier.
Oh my gosh, yeah. That's true.
It's like a spiral. You just have to be like, all right.
We're done here.
Mike did say your throwing technique for bowls are different than what I've seen so far on YouTube. Can you give a quick explanation on how you do it?
Yeah, sure.
We got Books Rule in the chat.
Books rule. Let's go.
Says, what's your favorite flavor of ice cream?
I'm on like a strawberry thing right now. It's gotta be like real though, like real strawberries. What about you, Nick?
Vanilla with blueberries.
Oh my
Vanilla with
God.
either frozen blueberries or blueberry jam.
Yes.
Or second strawberry.
Strawberry. The blueberry jam is so freaking good.
I'm gonna say actually just vanilla with any fruit pretty much.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna go with.
Good job. Yum. All right, once I get this centered and open, I'll talk about how we pull the walls and throw the piece. I would say like, depending on what type of bowl you're making might, differ from how you throw as well. Scott said, did you both start doing pottery together? Oh, we didn't, but we started this business together. I was throwing pottery as a hobby, and Nick has lots of experience creating businesses and saw like a beautiful life that, we could have together. Having a business as a family, we came together.
Jess taught me how to make pottery, and then I taught her how to make pottery.
Yes. Fabiano says, have you ever tried Brazilian ice cream flavor? It's called açaí. It's very nice. I've had like an açaí smoothie before. I didn't know that was Brazilian, and I don't know if they considered it ice cream. It was just like the fruit. We have a person hello in the chat. I'm not sure what your name is. Sorry, buddy. All right, I'm gonna talk about this bowl. We're gonna open it up right in the center, and I'm keeping the base of the bowl rounded instead of creating like a flat surface. I'm using the curvature of my fingers while I compress, just to keep it nice and round. Compressing. These bowls are a little on the smaller side. They're 5 inches wide, so I guess this base area is probably around like 3 inches. Once I get the basic base of what I know I'm gonna collar in all this clay. All this clay, instead of just pulling it up right now, it's gonna flare out I'm gonna come and color our wall in. So I'm just pushing all this clay in. I'm really pushing from 3 points, my fingertips, the back of my palm, and my one hand. Push it all in, compress the lip, and then I'm gonna give like a pretty nice pull to get some height. So we have like a straight pull going on here all the way up to the top. My interior is still rounded. And I'm gonna do that again. I'm gonna get all this clay down here on the bottom. Little by little, we'll start flaring the bowl out. So this one, instead of going super straight, flare it out a little bit, compress the rim. I'm making sure to leave it pretty thick because once we pull it out, all of the clay, it's gonna get a little thinner. So one more time, I'm just gonna shape it up. Grab the rest of that clay here. Now I'm really gonna start shaping this bowl. Bring it out a little even further. I'm just gonna kind of look at the inside and pay attention to what I want my interior to look like. So I'm gonna round it out a little bit more. And these are all for matcha. So I like to keep the base a little bit flatter, but also I want it to be round. So just a specific bowl type that, you know, that we've created that we like. The last thing I'm really gonna do is shape up the outside with my rib tool. So I'm gonna come down here, grab the rest of this clay. And this is still a pull. I'm like using my rib tool to pull up my last pull. I want the exterior of my bowl to look a specific way. And it's pretty much just a slow taper down, but the inside is a lot more round. So I know that this amount of clay down here, from like right here down, will be where my trimming happens. This way I can mimic the trimming on the outside to the inside. I can have a nice round base. That's why I say like it matters, you know, what you want your bowl to look like at the end, because you want to leave that bit for trimming. But pretty much, I would say for our bowls, we throw a straight wall until we reach like the desired height that you want to create. Then you can start really shaping your bowl out. Shape it out a little bit and a little bit. And then for us, like the final motion, I like to use the rib tool on the outside just so I can get a good look at what the bowl shape is going to be. And with that in mind, we are at our 5 inches wide as well. The last thing I do is add the swirl to the bottom. Anytime I can add a swirl, I add a swirl.
We got Barbadium in the vertical stream.
Hello. How's it going? They said, hi, just got home from the Pottery studio. The algorithm knew. Let's go.
Books Rule said cookies and cream or mint chocolate or strawberries. It's going to be their
mint
pick.
chocolate is
And then
the
Mike
way.
said, I like the Bueno flavor we can get here in the town.
Ah!
It's my absolute favorite, especially for my bad days.
Oh my gosh, bueno. That sounds really, really good. I like it with stuff in it too. I like the Oreos, the Crunch, Reese's. Those are fun.
Books Rule did say I have to go now. Bye. Have a good day. But they asked, have you ever tried to sculpt with anything like air dry or polymer clay?
We've like played around with it, but never really like brought a piece to fruition with air dry or polymer clay, because all of our clay pieces that we create, we want them to be functional. So we make them out of like actual clay from the earth. I'm not sure if polymer clay is like plastic or if it is real clay, but all of our pieces need to be high fired so that they can be usable.
Mike said, thanks. I have to try this technique. My problem is flaring out. This could solve it.
Definitely get your height with more of a straight wall and then start flaring. I would just say, you know, when you're making your wall, remember that your flare is going to take away width from your wall. So keep it thicker so that you can create the width that you want to achieve. Hopefully that helps. We do have a bowl throwing video, right?
Yeah, we got the how to create a bowl start to finish.
You could check that one out too if you need to reference it again.
Yeah, we have the entire process on how to make a bowl. Throwing,
cool.
trimming, glazing, everything.
Pat said, I think my all-time fave ice cream is a hot fudge ice cream cake. Oh my gosh, that sounds insane.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I like an ice cream cookie. I do.
I will say, okay, we just crossed 3 hours.
Oh yeah.
We're 3 hours and 2 minutes into the stream. It's 6:52. It's 8 minutes from what would normally be power hour.
Oh my gosh.
Are we doing it or no?
Yeah, I think we should. I mean, what do you think?
If anyone wants to hear some music, we'll play music in about 10 minutes.
Power hour's fun.
But yeah, 3 hours down. We did another hour stream earlier today as well. It was a test stream.
All right, one more bowl here.
Mike said polymer is another way to say plastic.
Plastic. I thought it was plastic too.
Bookstrel said I use polymer clay and sculpt with it every day.
Oh. What do you make? What do you sculpt?
Pat said layer pound cake, vanilla ice cream, and then more pound cake, hot fudge, and then whipped cream.
That's insane. How are we talking about desserts right now? We need.
Well, we started the stream talking about breakfast. We're doing eggs, and we're
'Cause it's egg
finishing.
day.
We're finishing with dessert.
Oh, I guess so.
Did you lose a sponge yet or no?
No, I haven't.
Tyson did say music time.
Nice.
Leah said we gotta have Shoopnik. All right. If you guys want power hour, I'll do it. All right. It's really for you guys. Because I could easily close up the shop right now, kick up my feet,
Gosh.
shut down the PC. Camera 1, camera 2, we're through. Tyson said, hope they don't flag it. It has happened.
It has happened.
It does get deleted after the stream.
Yeah.
After the stream's over, we go back and delete that segment. So you're allowed to say anything you want in the chat. It'll be deleted from the internet. And yeah, we'll be taking song requests
Yeah.
in 5 minutes
Nice.
for the last hour of our song.
Yes.
The last hour of our day. See, that's how you know I'm falling off.
Oh no.
The last hour of our
You're
day.
falling off before me?
That's why we need power hour, guys. Drop a song in the chat. Anything you want to hear, we will play it. No judgment, no restrictions, no requirements. Explicit and copywritten material is accepted. And we want to hear what you guys are listening to.
Yes.
We want to hear your vibes to get us through the end of our day. Bookstrel said, I usually make pocket kitties, blobs, dragons, and they're all kawaii.
Oh, kawaii.
Taz said, I'll behave today, lol. You guys put too much judgment on yourselves.
Oh my goodness.
I want to hear the strangest. I hope Brandon drops a strange one. I want to hear anything though. I like
ready?
hearing. I like hearing the crazy stuff. Got power hour emojis in the chat.
Oh, let's go. All right.
Mike said, I'd like to hear first time he kissed a boy by somebody. We'll give that a shot. I guess we'll start with Shoot to get the party started.
The party started.
Bookstore said, how long until the music thingy? 4 minutes.
All All right, gotta make some base plates.
Titan said Indigo Sam Barber. I think that's a song suggestion too.
Nice.
All right, let's hop outside of the van real quick and do an outro for our stream.
All right, let's do it.
All right, I guess let's get a number update recap.
Oh, snap.
What did we accomplish here?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 V60s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 bowls.
That's what we did?
That's what we did.
5 V60s and 15 bowls?
Yeah, 20 pieces.
How many mini jars earlier?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
37. 3 away.
It's a tough number, man. Like, it's a good one. It's a good block. Also, if anybody has suggestions for bingo, we do take suggestions for bingo squares.
Really? That's
I mean, why not?
that's the first time we've put that out there.
I mean, why not? Like, it would make it more fun if there was more blocks.
Pat said, see you next time, guys. Have a great evening.
See you, Pat.
Huge shout out to Pat. Mm-hmm. If you like pottery, go check out Pat's pot page.
That's my page.
They got their whole channel over there, all kinds of cool stuff.
All right. Step outside.
All
I'm
right.
ready.
Vertical stream, you're gonna have to come over to horizontal. We absolutely killed it. Oh no, you turned the light off.
Sorry, y'all.
Power hour is gonna happen. And mini jars were thrown.
Oh my god. That's it. Double bingo.
And this is a freebie spot. If you would have lost a sponge, it would have been triple.
Triple? I didn't lose a sponge. I'm not
So-
trying to fake it.
Not trying to fake it. There you have it, guys. That's going to do it for episode 112 of the Pottery live stream live here on
gosh.
Rumble, on Twitch, and on YouTube. It's not the end of the stream, but it is the end of the episode. What do you think? What do you got to say?
Oh, what a day, guys. Double stream day. We're doing some testers. We're going to hop on a little bit tomorrow, too. So make sure you got the bell rung so you know when we go live. But I need power hour. I'm glad we're doing it. I need power hour. Need some help. We're going to make some base plates and some butter bells.
Right on. All
So
right.
let's do it.
So shout out to everyone who has tuned in to the live stream so far.
Yes.
And shout out to all the people who view the stream after the fact. All the people who watch the episodes after they're not live anymore. We see you. We watch the numbers and stuff, so appreciate everyone who drops a like and watches after the fact. Make sure you drop a like, leave a comment, and you can scroll over to the other comment section on the live stream and see all the beautiful people that made the stream what it was here today.
You can join us again Tuesdays and Thursdays. We're live.
Yep,
Always.
Tuesdays and Thursdays. No matter what.
No
So
matter
far this
what.
year.
Hold steady, YouTube, subscribe
And yeah,
to
that's
the
going to do it
channel.
for the end of the episode, but the party is just getting started, so we got some songs lined up,
Let's do it.
and that's what we're going to do. Let's go.
Let's go.
We got Tizzy Fizzy Lizzy in the Twitch chat.
Tizzy Fizzy Lizzy, pick a song.
We got a couple requests already, so I'm going to get
Nice.
everything set up. We're going to change our audio situation over here.
Yes, we are. Woo!
Wait, I got to get it connected here. All right. We got a suggestion from Tizzy Fizzy Lizzy as well. All right,
Nice,
first song. This
guys.
one's for Leah.